Your health insurance company denies one of your claims. Think that's the end of it? Think again. Trish DeCenzi is here with appealing information about appealing that decision. Trish is Vice President and General Counsel for Medical Mutual of Ohio. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Lori.
This is really good information. So is this ability to appeal something new that came with the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare, or has it been there?
Not really. In most cases, plans had the ability to provide an appeals process, but the Affordable Care Act leveled the playing field a little bit.
Okay, so how did it do that?
Well, Ohio, for example, had an effective appeals process for years. But the Affordable Care Act takes that process and makes it uniform among group health plans and expands it to all types of group health plans.
Okay, so making it a little bit more usable.
Exactly.
So how does an appeal process work?
Well, the appeal process allows you to appeal what's called an adverse benefit determination. And adverse benefit determinations are those types of situations where there is a denial of a service that you've already had, or your doctor is requesting prior approval of a service and that's denied. It can be a situation where care you're already getting is terminated or reduced, for example, if you're already in the hospital. And it can be a situation where, maybe the insurance company pays part of the claim but not all of it. And finally, in those very rare situations where coverage is rescinded, then you can appeal that decision as well.
Okay, so one of these adverse benefit determinations has been made and we don't like it and we want to actually make the appeal. What is the next step that has to be taken?
Well, the determination, the adverse benefit determination has to be in writing. So you'll receive, for example, if you already had the service, you'll receive an explanation of benefits form, or you'll receive a letter from the insurance company. So the first thing you want to do is maybe call the customer service department. They'll help you get a better understanding of why the claim was denied, and you might even be able to resolve it at that level.
Okay. Beyond that,
and
how do you know where to go for help?
Well, if you still don't agree, you need to know what your appeal rights are, and you need to know where to find them. So you can find out from the customer service department. You can look in your benefit book. That's required to contain a detailed listing of your appeals process. And you can look at that written notice you received, that explanation of benefits, the letter, that needs to contain the requirement. And finally, many insurance companies' websites will have the process for
They're really
appealing.
trying to get you the information, it sounds like.
Absolutely.
Are there time limits in which you can make your appeal?
There are. You have 180 days from the time you receive the adverse benefits determination to file an appeal. And once you file the appeal, in most cases, you're going to get a decision in 30 days. But sometimes, if you haven't had the service yet, and you are in urgent need of the service, you can file what's called an expedited appeal or an urgent appeal, and that decision has to be made by the insurance company in 72 hours.
Okay, so that can help if you've got something really important going on.
Absolutely.
But what if now this appeal is also turned down? Are there steps you can take, or are you just done?
No, absolutely. There are steps you can take. You want to get together as much information as you can. And you can file it, in many cases, a second level of appeal. You want to get your doctor's help. If your situation involves, for example, a decision that the claim was not medically necessary, or if the situation is an experimental claim, you're going to need medical records, and you might even be able to get your doctor to file the appeal for you.
Okay.
And they can help out.
That's good. Getting the doctors on your side can really help.
Absolutely. And then finally, you have a third level of appeal that's an external review, and that's really important. The external review is conducted by an organization that has a contract with the insurance company or with the actual State Department of Insurance.
Like a third-party opinion.
Completely independent from the insurance company, and that's the final level.
All right. Thank you for this great information. If you need to appeal a decision by your health insurance company, follow Trish's advice in order to state your claim correctly. Then you may be able to reclaim benefits that were originally denied. My thanks to Trish for clearing up the claims appeal process for us today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Find out more about Medical Mutual of Ohio by visiting their website, www.medmutual.com/2014 options, or call 1-866-488-3266. Next, getting schooled with tuition tips.